It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A Hunter abuse survivor says he's not confident the conviction of Cardinal George Pell on child sex abuse charges will lead to changes in the way the Catholic Church handles abuse. The 77-year-old faces a pre-sentence hearing this morning, with the trial judge indicating he will be sent to prison for abusing 2 choir boys, although he continues to maintain his innocence and has lodged an appeal against his conviction. Abuse survivor Peter Gogarty has told Seven he doubts if the verdict will lead to real change.
The church is still very big on rhetoric, but not very big on action. We've heard talk about transparency and responsibility and zero tolerance for child abuse, but really, when you think about it, we haven't seen much different from the Catholic Church since this whole scandal started to unfold.
Federal Labor is promising to stump up half the cost to build the Singleton bypass if it's elected to government this year. Shadow Transport and Infrastructure Minister Anthony Albanese has announced $250 million towards the project, which will allow work to start by 2022, with the bypass to be finished by 2026. However, the funding is contingent on the state government matching the commitment. Adamstown's business strip could be upgraded to bring it into line with surrounding developments and encourage visitors to linger. Newcastle's independent councillors are pushing for the Brunker Road strip to receive some much-needed improvements suggested by the local business community, such as street beautification, seating and free Wi-Fi. Councillor Kath Elliott says it's about making the strip a more pleasant place.
To give it a little bit of a boost, and it won't be a very costly exercise, but something which we can do with the local businesses there, just to really give it an injection of life.
Newcastle Council is continuing to look at ways to solve traffic and parking issues in the city. While both the state and local governments are urging people not to drive to the CBD, Council's now considering a plan to turn over a limited number of car parking spaces for use by a car sharing service, as well as bicycle storage. Car sharing firm GoGet has approached Council to set up shop here. It's thought up to 5 households could car share into the city, taking as many as 4 vehicles off the road. Help is at hand for residents impacted by last year's bushfires at Saltash and Weston. The state government is offering disaster relief funding to residents who suffered damage to their properties, as well as farmers and local councils. The fires burnt through thousands of hectares across the Port Stephens and Cessnock local government areas late last year. 3 University of Newcastle researchers have had their work recognised by receiving prestigious Australian-American Fulbright scholarships. They'll now travel to America to further their work by collaborating with other academics and sharing their own knowledge. Professor Scott Dunn's research involves developing materials to power electric vehicles. He says this scholarship is an opportunity to engage with their colleagues.
The world we live in is a very international domain. There's lots of research being done all over the world. What it will do is actually allow us to go to another country, the US in this case, and actually contribute to research outcomes and hopefully make the world a better place.
Tenders are going out for major upgrades at 2 Lake Macquarie schools. Wangi and Spears Point public schools will each be getting half a dozen new air-conditioned classrooms, admin blocks, a hall and new canteen. It's part of the state government's $6 billion school building program to deliver more than 170 new and upgraded schools across New South Wales.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle Jets gloveman Glenn Moss has signed on for another year with the club. The Kiwi international was initially brought in as cover for Jack Duncan, but has cemented his place in the number 1 playing strip. The 36-year-old has told NBN they'll be going all out to take the 3 points this Saturday against Melbourne Victory in Geelong.
Anyone can beat anyone, literally, and I've had a few seasons where it's literally come down to the last game, so... with the squad we have, and the personalities we have, where we definitely give ourselves a shot.
Knights centre recruit Hymel Hunt has 3 days to convince medical staff he's fully recovered from a hamstring strain, saying he's desperate to take on the Sharks in Saturday's trial game at Maitland. He's been named on the bench for the match, with Nathan Brown selecting a host of big names for the last major hit-out before the season opener against Cronulla on March 15 at McDonald Jones Stadium. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 27, 37, 32, 9, 45, 23 and 8, and the supplementaries are 31 and 3. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.